Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to The Simple Quilter. Now last week I showed you how to make a spool block using selvages, and this week I wanted to give you some options on what you can do with that spool block. So I'm going to show you a few things that I've done with them and that I plan to do, so let's get started. So these are some of the blocks that I finished, and I specifically did these three in a Halloween theme. Now this is a Christmas theme, and I really just put that up there to show you. But these three I'm going to use in a wall hanging. And I'm going to show you a couple of layouts that you might try if you decide to make any of these spool blocks. Okay, so the first one I did a vertical layout. And I just used the spools stacked on top of each other. Now I do like this layout, however I decided to use the black and white polka dots because I just really like the polka dots, but right here I just think that dark is too much. So I want to show you what it looks like if you put a light piece of fabric there. Now you can see how that light color right there looks a little bit better. So this vertical layout gives you one option for making a wall hanging with these spools. And again, you can use the dark, which I didn't care for, but I do like the light. Now you can do a horizontal layout that you can use for a wall hanging or a table runner, and I have to say I think this is what I'm going to go with. I like the white space here. It sets this dark away from the spools, so I think that turned out that looks a little bit better. So this is the layout I'm going to use. This is a pretty easy layout to do, so let me show you. Okay, so I've just taken 2.5 by 13-inch strips, and those simply have to be sewn together and pressed. Then you just take one long piece, you measure and cut, put one long piece on the top, and of course you'll have to trim that piece, and one piece on the bottom. Put that piece on the bottom, sew it on, press it, get a backing, baste it, quilt it, and you have a fun, easy Halloween table runner, and even one that you can leave out all year in your quilt room. Now, the next project I want to show you is using this spool that I made, and I showed you this last week, but I couldn't think of what I wanted to do with it. But this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to make this so it's going to do a little bit of double duty. I'm going to put 2 layers of Insulbrite between it, of course, and the back, and I'm going to make it so that it's heat resistant and can be used as like a big hot pad. I've been wanting to make a 9 by 13-inch hot pad for my 9 by 13-inch dishes, my casserole dishes in the kitchen, and that's what I'm going to make this for. But I'm also going to use it when I'm not using it in the kitchen. I'm going to use it in my entryway under the little basket that holds my spools. So even though it'll have Insulbrite in it, and again I'm going to use 2 layers, it's going to be able to serve as a little table topper, and then if I want to use it as a casserole, big hot pad for my casserole dish, I can do that. But I think it's going to be the perfect size for the table topper as well as my 9 by 13-inch dish. Now the last thing I made were these fun little mug rugs. I don't know about you guys, but I love to make mug rugs. And I just made 2 in the Halloween colors. Now I have to tell you, I don't know if you all are experiencing this or not, but I was kind of in a hurry trying to get this done last night, and I put 1 layer of batting in there. and both of these. And I so wish I would have put 2 layers because this is so thin. And it is good high quality batting. I don't know, sometimes the batting just feels so thin. I wish I would have used 2 layers. On most of my mug rugs I do, but I just forgot to last night. And anyway, now I do want to show you, I did a 1/4 of an inch straight line quilting. Oh, that added such a cool texture. That is so neat. I think these are super neat. Okay, so that gives you 3 different ideas. Well, 4, because you could do a table runner or a wall hanging with the big spools. That gives you 3 or 4 options for using the spool block that I showed you last week how to make. So that gives you 3 to 4 options on how to use the spool block that I showed you how to make last week. If you have another idea for these spool blocks, please put it down in the comments below. I'd like to see what else that you all come up with. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share with a friend. I'm trying hard to grow my channel. And as always, leave a comment. I love to get the comments and try to reply to each and every one. So until next time, have fun quilting.